one of the first things I can be looking for is like, we know what this guy wants for control, right? So I can start thinking about beating some of that and getting that off of my, like, hooking me out and see how his knee's coming in more than, like, this is already bad. He's already bringing my leg to me, right? So thinking about getting heavy and, like, trying to get those toes, like, in a bad, don't feel so good for him situation. And two, thinking about this hand, get on the other side as soon as I can, all right? Even if I do that already, he's going to have a hard time getting that arm back through unless he starts reaching through with that arm and stuff. But, right? It's like this staple that we talked about, but like I don't want my wrist on that side no more. Right? So yeah, if this already happened, I want to think about getting but even if like when even just that little bit of friction right there, it makes something stronger, like a piece of rebar. So now it's like the one for the triangle I do, where you reach this way instead of this way because you can pull your arm. So even there and just frustrate him for a second, just keep your calm, think about smashing his knees and stuff like that. But say all those things going wrong, when I protect my arm, still I gotta start trying to get some of this out of my ribs because I cannot let him do start pushing me out, right? So I started thinking about sprawling. I can use my arm to help get me started, right? Just like if we were half guard and you didn't have this kind of situation with the leg lasso, you help me get started, or bring myself up and get it down. I want to put his knees together. All right, from here, I want to sprawl. All right, and I can bring that leg across. And then you gotta start thinking about measuring with the rest of your body, dexterity. If I bring this leg in, I really like to staple. Bring this leg across and staple. And once I staple, grab the collar, just like any other leg drag, and then start working my way out. Getting here though and doing this, we're just drilling, but I'd be pulling him in and making this like not so much of a fun spot for him. Because either way, I gotta get this arm out. The further right there, he's got it in pretty good. Everything away with your head, depending on how friendly or not friendly you are with this person, right? But even if I just buy a little bit of ground, that's going to start turning against him. That grip's going to start hurting your fingers, right? And then get it out. Once I get it out, I start coming to his collar. Then if I want to take his back, or if I know I want to come around, start getting the head. Just watch that if you do the head one. Yep. Yeah, he's got the lasso. All right, so already know where his toes are at. I'm gonna use my hands and not use my hands. And to see how I hit him down here with my shoulder, not up here, because he can open. Not just his knees pinned together, but where I'm dropping my weight on him is lower. The further away from the fulcrum, the stronger I'm going to be. Right. Yeah. Into I got one more submission thing I got to show you. Another thing that helps if he's going go up, watching for this foot even, and like trapping it. So that whole sequence I showed you with the like tilt, like that, he connects his feet. That whole thing don't happen. So I'm kind of on the plate all over the place, but if I can even think about where that foot's at and like lock it out, okay? And as I'm getting his knees together with my hand in my chest, taking the space away, right? And thinking about sprawling, and thinking about using my legs to pass the leg over. We can just walk a little bit, and then bring your knees through. I pause here for the staple. I'm not going to lift up like this. I'm going to stay down. We're always fighting for this inside space, right? Like whether at top or bottom, whoever wins the space between the knees and elbows, that's who got the pass, or defended the pass. Whoever gets the space between our elbows and our ribs, that's another space we start looking for, and our legs and our hips. Right, now I'll start working my arm out to the point where he knows it's not worth it, and they're in. Right. He's going to be working a lot more against his fingers than me doing like a shrug pull kind of do. All right. And then come around to the back. I hand it off too. And depending on how much, like, oh no, I kind of left some space on his hips. And he tries to go away. And all the back stuff's okay.